Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the Daily Scan for Tuesday, July 29th, 2014. Yesterday, pending home sales index was sort of in line, just a tad low, but I have been noticing that each of the Fed districts does this manufacturing survey, and those have been looking up for the most part in most parts of the country. I think there was one out of the last three that I remember that was not up. Not significantly. I mean, it's not a big deal, but not up. So the Federal Open Market Committee meeting begins today. And then they make their announcement tomorrow afternoon, which is basically they're going to announce their policy, and we have GDP coming out also on Wednesday, so that should be a couple of big hitters tomorrow, really big hitters. Alright, let's take a peek at the futures over in Asia. Almost 100% positive across the board with one exception, and in Europe slightly positive to flat. A couple of these look pretty flat to me, and nothing over 0.5%. So so we have a note here. It says this tweak from the Fed could rock the market. So they might continue tightening, but somehow or another they need to take this currency off the market. We'll see if they ever do that or not. Alright, let's see what's happening over here. We are looking at a slight gap down at the opening at the current time. Gold is up $5 overnight, and oil is down 6 cents. Overnight. Those are the two commodities that I sort of keep an eye on to let me know how the market might be heading. Okay, so yesterday we jumped in on this Costco trade, which we'll take a look at. It's up $22.50 right now, and Priceline, I think I'm going to have to get out of that today because as we get near to earnings, and earnings are coming up. Let's see if we can keep this Thinkorswim platform stable today. Earnings are coming up a week from Monday, next Monday. So IV is going to start killing us, and this candle looking like this yesterday makes me a little bit nervous. So if I end up with any money at the open today, and I may not, who knows. Let's see, what are we looking at here? Well, if we took a midpoint here, it looks like we may gap down a little bit at the open. It's kind of hard to tell. And looking at this, what do we got going here? Oh yeah, when you get numbers like this, it's really hard to see your risk profile. So we're at 12 here. We should be seeing something here, but we're not. I don't know. We're getting some goofy stuff here, I think, on the Greeks. So we're not able to see anything. Let's see if Costco's picture looks decent. Yeah, Costco's looks normal. The Priceline. Oh, here we go. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what was wrong there. This goofy platform lately, I don't know. Yeah, so I think that we should probably take our money and run. Okay, I had to pause there, not really sure where I left off, but yes, I do believe I probably will be getting out of Priceline today. Alright, let's just zip right over and start with the scan. Okay, Apple is still ripping its way up to a new high. I believe that that will be an all-time high soon. Not exactly sure what the split, if we can even go back. What do we got here? We have 3 years here. 100.72. That is the high. So this is the high for the last year, but the high for the last 3 years is back here at $100.72. So we might be there today if it keeps moving the way that it has been. But we're waiting for it to come to our target, and it has not done that yet. Amazon yesterday looked pretty much like the rest of the market, so there's nothing there. Need a cycle here, excuse me, before decide if and how we get in on this trade. Baidu. Just the opposite story of Amazon. Same thing though. We need a cycle. So we have to wait for that one. Even though earnings are over now, we have a little bit of time to figure out what's going on. Celgene, probably on its way up. Would have jumped on this if it had come down to here, but it did not, so we're just going to stay on the sidelines there. Chipotle is on a tear, and we're waiting for it to come down to our target. Costco playing nicely with our bear call here, staying within the channel that I drew here, which is kind of nice that it's cooperating like that. It comes down here, down to this lower line here, and we get a hook. I may just jump in on the other side because I think we'll have enough time for this to mature. Let's take a look at the Dow just for giggles. We were looking for a hook here, and we're still kind of looking for a hook just to see if there might be a trade as it drags its way out towards August expiration. There may be a trade developing in here for us to take, so we'll wait to see if it hooks. I'm going to put it on my 20 delta list for today, just because I want to make sure that I take a look at it. Never traded this product before, so it should be interesting. Don't understand why they don't have multiple weeklies on it. Okay, gold, we missed this one back here. So we're going to move this target over and watch for the next one. As a matter of fact, I want to move this up here. Tell you the truth, I think that that's a viable target right now. Hopefully it'll keep moving up for my sake, for the covered call here to get it above our cost basis. So we'll see if it does keep moving or not. Either way, we're still looking to make some money off of it. Google, we had a setup on it yesterday. It didn't give us what we were looking for yet, so it still is on our setup list for today. So this isn't real pretty right here, and you can tell it has not been confirmed on the MACD. So that makes sense. LinkedIn. We have earnings coming up, so we'll take a pass on that. NDX, NASDAQ 100. We're looking for, we have a setup on a 20 delta here. So I'm just going to drag this over so it's a little bit more illustrative of what we're looking for. So if we get a hook here, should that happen, it's a 20 delta. So we would be looking for something with this week's expiration, or possibly next week if we can't get what we're looking for. So on the, well, we get quite a bit here. We probably have to go around 24 delta here, and that would give us, oops, something about 39.30, 39.30, which is around here. So that wouldn't be too bad, but next week might be better for this. 22. This is 90 cents, which is pretty close to what we want. So 22 delta here at 3,900 would be much more attractive, I would think. So this 22 should give us pretty close to $1 on that $5 spread. And it gives us the same thing, 90. And that with a delta of 22, we're about 78% probability of finishing out of the money. So it could be either one of those two. Probably feel a little bit more comfortable with this 3,900 and maybe have the weekend to have it load up on some theta. Alright, next is Netflix. And Netflix, we think we're looking for a target up here, although it's looking, since earnings, looking a little shaky. So that would make this a good target up here. We got the 20 has definitely bent over, and it looks like the 20 on the weekly is about to bend over as well. Okay, price line. We're in price line right now, and looking to possibly get out. I'm not sure. This is a good 20 delta here, it looks to me. And that would be on the bull put side. So I'm throwing that. First of all, I'm going to, oops, throw a target in here. Just because it's giving us kind of some mixed signals here. And if it breaks out of here, it may be on a new run. And we will color that. How are we going to color that? I don't think it's strong enough for a 50 delta, do you? And this hook here is a little bit too high for us, so we're going to keep this as a 20 delta. Or we will make it a 20 delta. We're not going to keep it as a 20 delta because my thinking was 20 delta, just by the shape of the target too. Alright, let's take a look at the Russell. We are in on rut. Let's go over here. Russell, oops. Here we go. This is working out pretty good. We are 2 days into this trade. Looking pretty good. Do we have anything coming up here? Can we play the other side of this? I don't know. I mean, over the long term, it's definitely hit it up. I think we should take a look at this and see if we can, find anything that's far enough below this low here and this low here, far enough below these two. This might be a support area here too. Look at this. Yeah, we know it can definitely head down. Yeah, we'll have to take a look at that. Be careful. Just be careful. If you do anything and it works out for a day or two, get out. Okay, SPX. Alright, we have a setup here on SPX for a 20 delta. Okay, so that we'll watch out for today. Tesla, I believe we have earnings coming up. Yes, we do. So we're going to take a pass on that. And Visa is our last A-plus list candidate here. And I drew this line in thinking that we were going to head up on this. This must be a new thing. Label position. Label, or left show label. Never. Save this as default. I don't really care what the heck the label is, to tell you the truth. See, they add stuff and I don't even care about it, and all it does is make the platform unstable. But what I did was I kicked up the memory allocation, so maybe I won't get any more crashes. So we're looking at, we were thinking that this might be headed up here, and actually the thought was, can it get any worse? And I'm sure it can, but they did have decent earnings, so I might go after a 20 delta here. So make that yellow and show that as and we'll put that on our 20 delta list for today. Okay, alright, that's it for today. Hope you have a great day. Thank you very much for watching, and happy trading.